Good evening, everybody. We're waiting for some people to log on. We're going to talk about the prototype Super 77. Tomorrow's video is going to be on this. We're going to tear the gas tank and stuff off it, and we're going to go over a few more things we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to have an assistant tomorrow, so we're hoping to bust it out, get it converted from motor, which I can't find a motor to actually that meets the serial number on.
You're going to have to repeat this.
I know.
Nobody's on yet.
We're waiting for some more people to log on. If anybody's got any questions, they can ask. Our farm show this weekend was a flop, which is fine. The weather didn't cooperate. Has anybody got any questions?
You have one person on, and I believe it's me.
Okay.
Because I'm sharing the link.
Okay.
Unless Aaron's already doing it.
Aaron might be.
Yeah, you got 7 people on. I'll do it.
Welcome all those who are joining. We're going to talk about the prototype Super 77 baler.
Just give it a few more minutes.
So we'll wait for a few more people to log on. You guys got any questions? Put them in the comment section. Rachel will read them off to me. I'll try to answer them best I can.
You got a comment? Hold on. Trying to multitask. Come on, beast. Hi all. I found a 47 IH baler my wife won't let me buy. How do I convince her I need another? I'll take this one. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. That's what he uses on me every time.
It's easier to get forgiveness than it is get permission.
Whatever. Either way.
Just go get it.
Just bring it home, add it to the hedgerow, and be like, that was there the whole time.
That doesn't work, just so you know.
It doesn't. It doesn't work.
Anybody else got any questions? Comments? Hope you guys like the live video series. We're going to be doing memberships.
I love that. Thanks, Rachel.
We're going to be doing a video series, guys. We're going to pay a monthly subscription. We're going to have private chats. We're going to take people's recommendations on what model balers they want us to tear down, fix. Hopefully the baler that we're tearing
Aaron
down
said howdy. Aaron, I shared the link. Just so we don't get duplicates unless you already did it. Keep going.
So, anyways, how many people we got logged on now?
12.
Any other questions, anybody? So as we get more people logged in, we're going to talk about the prototype Super 77 New Holland. We're going a little different direction with it than I wanted to. I was hoping to find a motor for it, but we did not. One that matches the serial number. It'd be the later Electric Start Wisconsin with the air cleaner on the front, not on the back. The air cleaner is normally here on most of the Super 77s. The later ones were up on the front. So I'm going to change it to PTO drive. I'm going to be a special thing tomorrow. Probably going to take us a couple hours to change out this stuff that's bent, the PTO out, get some belts, probably get the size of the belts. I don't know if the belts on that other one are any good or not, but we're converting it over to PTO. We're going to get chains for it, get it chained up, and start seeing if we can get this thing to start to work. I don't know what else to say about it. I got to have help tomorrow, so we're going to work on this thing, get the gas tank off, and we're going to gut all this out, and this baler's got the holes already in the frame for the PTO. So I got a PTO baler I'm parts in, so perfect opportunity to get this thing up and going and get it into the field and see what it'll do.
But we're going to keep the gas can, obviously.
The gas tank and stuff, yeah, guys.
Yeah, gas can.
So, anybody got any questions?
So what's different on that baler versus the other 77s?
It's got a different trip mechanism. On the back, it's later, but on the bottom, the casting on this, they changed a few things on the bottom and it updated it. The meter wheel arm here is a little different than my other ones. I don't know what this is, ivy or something growing on it. But it's got some features on it, and the tongue's a little different. The plunger is designed just a touch different. I think New Holland was planning on going forward. Oh wow, there are bees nest in there. That's why they're upset. Yeah. What are you trying to?
There's no bees.
No, under the bale chamber, Rachel. They're in the hay. When I was pulling out those weeds, they were coming out.
It's got some brochures in it. That's pretty cool. Ouch.
So look, I'm going to do some bee patrol here. You look up in there, I think there's a bee's nest in there. They weren't too happy when I was pulling on that stuff. Or they're built into the hay.
I don't see anything yet. Anyways.
Be something to get stung. But yeah, it's got a few things different on it, guys. I think Murray Stokes had the right idea. This is a real late serial number. Like real late. He thinks that New Holland was planning on going forward with this more. They were designing things a little bit different. And I think they were planning on going forward with the baler more, but I don't know if it was that this is a prototype. It was out in the field being baling. If you have to understand something, guys, nobody gets their hands on a prototype. So this came from Liberty, Kentucky. A big huge shout out to the guy on Hay Baler Nation that informed me of it at a scrapyard. It needs a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna bring it back, but yeah, here is a prototype model. So they were doing things in the field, changing things. So be really interested to see when I get into it. I have one casting piece being made right now, so we'll see when that gets done. If not, I'm gonna probably have to modify it a little bit to the older style just so I can see how it bales. Don't know much else about it. Tomorrow, like I said, we're tearing into this, putting the PTO unit on it, get these engine rails off of it. All this stuff will have to come off. So we'll get all this stuff off of here, and then we're going to change it over to PTO, and we can always go back to motor once I find a motor that actually belongs onto this. So it doesn't matter when the serial number doesn't tell the dealership or even the company if it had a motor or PTL. That's determined at the end of the assembly line according to what I was told. So it doesn't really help because you see the manuals, they just tell you, well, if it's got a motor, it's got this. If it's got a PTO, it's got this. One problem I'm going to have is I got to switch the tongue. The PTOs have longer tongues in it, so I'm probably going to make a new tongue because this one here is got a kink in the flat spot right there underneath, and then underneath on the pinhole, it's got a lot of wear in it as well. There's a pin down inside there. So got a lot of modifications, but the biggest thing is we're going to get the PTO unit on it. I might just rob the tongue out of the other baler and switch them around. I don't know exactly what's going to go on play out. But tomorrow, stay tuned. We're going to tear into this, start moving forward on it. I've had the baler for quite a while now. I need to just do something with it. So since everybody likes watching me work on balers, we're going to tackle this one. And then I got another project after this to work on. We're going to change a 214 John Deere wire tie over to Twine. The wire knotters are already gone. I sold them, sent them to a gentleman in Washington that needed them for his 214. And he's been loving it ever since. But has anybody got any questions on any other balers besides this is fine. Get your international update kits, guys. That fits the older balers. The 45, 55, the 46, 56, the 27, 37, 47, 57. If it's the older Twine knotters, some of the 430s early had it. Excuse me. 420s had it. The old style knotters. That kit of mine will work on there. If it's an all Twine knotter, my update kit will not work on there. I'm trying to figure out getting something produced to take a different razor blade for them. So, has anybody got any comments or questions? But Rachel will walk around the baler and show you the whole thing. If you have any comments or questions, ask.
Somehow this escaped the paperwork side of it. They falsified, apparently, that it was crushed. It was not.
From what we were told, it was supposed to be destroyed in 1962.
1962, if you didn't hear that. And now the records lady at New Holland won't answer us back. Sounds like someone wanted a free baler. Potentially, Aaron. Potentially.
Well, they told us it didn't exist when we ran the number.
It didn't exist. They were fighting us about it. This comes up like all of them. Nope, we're good. There's a story in there somewheres. Oh, I'm sure, but you'll never find it probably nowadays. It's been so long.
Doesn't matter. We saved it from the scrap pile. We're gonna fix it, get it baling. This is gonna be contributed to all the
I believe it was Liberty, Kentucky?
Yes.
Liberty, Kentucky it came out of. Our good friend Benny Gray was coming to New York and brought it with us. Brought it with him for us. And then he left with a baler himself. Any questions? Doesn't have to be about this one. It is in good shape. Just some dents just from being in the, I'm sure they sat something on it in the junkyard. Where do you find new belts? Napa?
No, we have a company online. If you call, we can get you the belts aftermarket, a lot cheaper than the dealer. I have both part numbers. I have the part number. The belts for the motor are longer than the PTO, guys, just so you know. They are two different belts. If anybody's got any questions or comments, please ask.
And Sean didn't believe it was a prototype. So I think Murray told you to peel this back a little bit to see what color it is, and it's yellow under there. That's when he called New Holland.
Yeah, we got the runaround, guys. They initially told us that the serial number that is destroyed, and I was kind of told that it doesn't exist. It's already been destroyed, and I'm like, I'm looking right at the serial number. So pretty much that's when it went downhill, guys. I don't know any more information other than that. That it was a prototype. It's really weird because the yellow paint color is known to be for prototype machines. So I don't know if I'm going to repaint it the same yellow color. It's going to have some red parts on it.
We can't find it.
Yeah, we can't find the paint.
We can't
matching it.
We can't color match this with any of our local places.
I think this is a baler. I mean, we can just assume. If somebody knows, please let us know. But I'm assuming they're going forward with it. They're making some changes. I think they're planning on going past the production date. They keep making the Super 77 because it was a very successful baler. Very good longevity, very good square bales. It was a high capacity machine, worked good. But I think it was the cost of the metal it took to build this thing, because these are heavy balers. There's a lot of iron in them.
And they didn't sell a lot of parts for it.
No. The Super 77s, like I said, you can break needles with them if they jump time. The 77 you can't, because the plunger won't unlock till the needles are back to home.
Aaron put up a really good question for you. When are you starting a 77 museum?
Yeah, when he gets out here. So that'll get him up in an uproar. That plane ticket's waiting for you, bud. You just gotta buy it.
Oh, I didn't even see that comment.
What?
Dan said, the knotter clutch hangs up on my 77. Is there an easy fix, or do I have to disassemble and clean? Dan
Knotter
Bowen.
Clutch, what does he mean by hanging up?
Dan, if you're still on.
Sounds more like it ain't in time like it's supposed to be. What?
I don't want to say it out loud. Look at Andrew's, look at Aaron's. Anyways.
When he shows up with a tow truck to get it. Andrew.
All right. If Dan's still on there, he wants to know a little bit more information. When replacing fasteners, do you use hardened carriage bolts or standard grade?
As into what application? Hay restrictor plates, I just use regular application. Regular standard bolts. If I'm doing something where I know it's gonna have to hold something at high pressure, yeah, I use hardened carriage bolts. Or guys, I do have a bucket full of square bolts, so I try to put anything that's square bolt on this baler back on it is square bolts if I have them. There is a place they say online you can order them, but I don't get that high tech. I just get the bolts. I usually go grade 8. Anything I'm switching out on this, it's not that much more money just to change them out with grade 8s. Then you ain't got to worry about it.
Ross says, I keep finding 77s for these guys.
But yet he doesn't buy them and deliver them. I bet you it's because that Dodge just won't make it out here to New York.
I'm waiting for the comment.
Oh, it's gonna get him wound up. Anyways.
Any questions? It does not have to be about this baler.
Just remember, guys, the international update kits, we are getting low. We ordered more, but
there might be some lag time between sellout and getting the new stock. Haha, that Dodge has been everywhere.
Yeah, not to my place. Fibber.
He's not a fibber. It's not what he stated. Any questions about anything baler related? It just says 23 on right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends, because there's some fun things coming between fixing this and whatever else he's got in his brain to fix.
If you guys have any recommendations, please put them in the comments. What balers you'd like to see. And no, Aaron, the 77 is not going to happen till you get here.
This is the only 77 you're getting, Aaron.
This is super.
Whatever. It's 77, ain't it?
Super. 77. Got to be strict with Aaron. He gets carried away sometimes. To talk about the farm show, guys, it was a disappointment. We didn't get to run the Dearborn like we thought we would. Of course, the internet over there really, really bombed, so we couldn't do live video anyways. Hopefully in Maine, New York, it'll work out better.
Ross. I'm allergic to New York. I won money in Attica in '82, and they're still pissed. Sir, you know how many years ago that is? I think they're over it.
Just illegally cross the border, you'll get away with it.
Andrew says, Aaron tells me Utah is a nice time this year.
That might be.
My family.
That means you still got to fly out here yet.
My family says the same thing. I have family out there. Aaron says, yeah, it's not too humid here. My John Deere 336 has short tails on the knots. How can I get them longer?
New bill hooks or thicker twine.
Okay.
Try to run plastic that's thicker than 170 knot strength. Go 190, 210, or 240. If you guys need heavier twine, please just message me and we'll ship you out some bundles. I think I've cured, I'm going to say at least 30 balers. Short tails or just missing altogether when they're doing high density baling with 6,240 baler twine. Someone's being a smart ass.
No, I told Ross it was how many years ago, and he goes, unfortunately, yes. I won't make him feel old on here.
Oh, okay.
I have a comment, but I'll keep it to myself.
Oh, nice. Anybody else got any questions?
You might have to send me a shipping quote for the twine, or
you guys just pay for the twine and pay the actual shipping. When we go to UPS store, whatever it is to ship it to you. I mean, it's tie-right twine, guys. I don't know if they carry it out there, but a lot of places can't get it or they don't want to stock it. And remember, 2 rolls, I can get them bundled together, tie them up. I think it's like, I can't remember exactly, but it's like under 60 bucks for both rolls plus shipping. But remember, you could do almost over 1,000 bales of hay with them. So there's a lot of string in those bales.
I don't need any help feeling old, Ross. Hey Dan, are you still on? We read your comment. Haven't heard back. What? He needs to know some more information.
How you making out on the exhaust valves too, Dan? I think you're the one that asked about the liquid wrench and the exhaust valves on the Wisconsins.
It was one or the other. I can't remember.
Anybody else got any other questions I can answer for you? Excuse me. We had a big old turkey dinner tonight, so it was really, really good. Homemade mashed potatoes and
Have both sets of parents up.
yeah, both sets of parents up, and that's another thing, guys. Be blessed to still have family in your life that's still alive and still able to talk and have dinner with. Doesn't matter what you've done in the past. Reach out, make amends, invite them to dinner. Just try to make things work, you know, because when they're gone, it's rough. It's gonna be real rough. I miss my grandparents a lot. I'm glad I got my parents still here, and Rachel's got her parents still here. So they might be a pain in the butt sometimes, but it's worth it, guys. It's all worth it. Because when they're gone, you lose that. And you lose all that knowledge that they had, you know.
All right. All right, so Dan says, I'll have to watch later. Signal is very weak in the barn tonight. All right, well, he wanted a little bit more information with that. So if you just give us a text, 607-846-5959, we'll try to answer that better because you're not in the not good signal.
Yeah, we will have Jim back. Jim McQuillan's coming back, guys, Monday. He's
Tomorrow.
Gonna help me tackle this baler here. We're going to change these bent straps. We're going to try to get that sheet metal down, tack weld that. And we're just pretty much going to go through this thing, guys. Up in there.
We'll take care of the bees tomorrow. Dan said thank you.
If anything, we might bring the old M up, put a flat belt on this, and just...
Is the plunger stuck? There's no way to find out, Aaron. There's no motor. Is the plunger stuck?
I don't think so. Let's try turning the flywheel. Probably get the bees all riled up.
Go for it.
No.
There you go, Aaron. He did it by hand.
Yeah, it's free, bud. I imagine it's going to make some squeaks and squalls and howls when we get it going.
Any questions about any other balers? It doesn't have to be about this one.
The Dearborn, you guys will get to see it because this coming weekend we're going to Maine, New York.
And they do have good service up there, unless it rains again.
Yeah, we're going to go up. It's a Friday. We have to be there by Friday morning because Friday from 12 to 5. And then Saturday, I think it's 9 to 5. They're not open on Sunday, but sometimes we stay there till Sunday. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we'll see. It depends on weather, depending. If anybody's got any recommendations, I do have a New Holland baler that's really cheap, guys, for sale. It's a New Holland 69 Hayliner. It came in, it jumped time. It didn't break the needles. I readjusted it, fixed the timing chain on it, and it tied 2 bales right off the bat with sisal twine in it. I don't care for sisal, but that's what was in the baler. But it does need some tin work with the fingers feed across. There's a bunch of like pinholes in it. I mean, if we could patch it if you want us to, or we can get another piece to put in it. But the baler, way it sets, $800. I'm probably going to donate most of the proceeds to the church to help the youth group kids out. So if anybody wants to help out,
or just the church in general.
Yeah, we might just give the whole thing to the church guys in general. So if anybody wants that, you'll write the payment right to the church, and you'll own a baler. It's not the greatest baler in the world, but it does make bales and it does run nice.
Ross says the more videos you make about these, the more I'll know when I look at one.
On the 77, yeah, I mean they're good balers, guys. They just the motors on the Wisconsins, yeah, they're not cheap to rebuild, but you got to remember these things are lasted 40, 50 years on an overhaul. You can't get that out of a Honda engine. You can't get that out of no Briggs or no Predator.
No one's answered it. How are we gonna break that motor in yet?
I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Guess it'll never be broken. Anybody got any other questions? Well, that being said, guys, we're going to make this short video tonight because we're going to have a long video tomorrow night, changing all these parts out. I don't know exactly what time, but it'll be probably around 5, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Babysitter permitting.
Yeah, babysitter permitting. So we're going to do that tomorrow. I got some other stuff I got to work on tomorrow. We're going to try to get some stuff prepped, get tools prepped so we can start hitting this with impacts, pulling stuff off, getting it freed up. So I'm probably going to do some free-all spraying tomorrow on it to get everything ready to be taken off. If anybody needs any parts for these Super 77s, I got lots of parts. If you need something, say so. We just sold a plunger arm off one of these for, I think it's an Amish or Mennonite down in Pennsylvania.
I don't know which denomination he is.
So, we're moving parts still, guys, for these, and I do have lots of
it's getting harder, Aaron, especially because our boy, he likes being a part of it, and we also need to take safety in consideration. So they spend a lot of time with Grandma outside playing and all of her toys and rocks and has fun there. I think you need to do some bug spraying tonight. The bugs are out really bad.
Yeah.
Not as bad as that job the other night. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we did.
The sun went down over the mountain, and all of the gnats came out, and it was so bad you looked above the barn and it looked like static TV. It was horrible. Squirrels rolling.
Does anybody have any other questions? We're going to make the video kind of short tonight because tomorrow we're going to be on this, tackling it. I don't know if Rachel will be able to get us chained tomorrow or not, but we'll work at it. So,
if not, we can get the other stuff done. And
yeah, we get other stuff done, and then we'll do another video on it and finish it up just to get it baling. So, biggest thing is get that tin work folded back down, get reattached, get the PTO unit on it. We're going to switch the tongues out, stuff like that. So you guys get to enjoy all that. If any other questions, guys, I'll give a few more minutes.
I don't see anything in the baler right now, but that's not saying they're not in the crevices.
If there's bees, we'll do a video for you guys. You watch me run.
I want you to put my reel up for them.
Yeah, I'll stop.
That was funny.
We might do that later.
Squirrel's feeling her oats.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, appreciate everything you guys are doing. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You're helping it grow fast. The faster it grows, the more videos I'm going to put up on different balers. Main thing everybody wants to know is timing, knotter adjustments, needle adjustments. The next baler that comes in for work, I'm going to try to save it for a live video for you guys, showing you how I install needles, how I set them to the knotters, how I set the tucker fingers to the needles. Depends on what model. If it's international, pretty simple needle to set up. Wire balers are super simple.
And how frustrating it is.
Yeah, that's it. So, God bless you all. You guys have a great night, and I'll be praying for you.